This video is sponsored by Warkings. He's an Asmodean governor from EU server called Silus, and he streams epic PvP battles and does giveaways. Follow Warkings on Twitch. There will be a link under this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's another video about patch 8.0, and today I'm gonna show you the stats of Fighting Spirit set and explain how to farm this new equipment. If you are new to my channel, I recommend to subscribe because this is the place where you will find all important and useful info regarding MMORPG called Iron. I also appreciate if you like this video and leave a comment. In this way you help reaching YouTube recommendations, which means this video will be shown to a wider audience. Now let's get back to our topic. Ultimate Fighting Spirit set is the new equipment added in patch 8.0. I have no clue how Gameforge will translate it into English, but this is how Google Translation sounds like. The very first thing you need to know about this new gear that it consists of weapon and armor, which are designed for both PvP and PvE. And when you enchant this gear, you boost physical and magical attack and physical and magical defense. The maximum level of enchantment is plus 15. As already said, Ultimate Fighting Spirit equipment doesn't have PvP or PvE oriented stats. However, for enchanting such gear, you will need PvE enchantment stones. It's absolutely not necessary to, rush to broker and start buying them now, because in patch 8.0, everyone can exchange PvP enchantment stones into PvE ones and vice versa. The NPC is located in Pandemonium and Sanctum, and the exchange doesn't require any additional materials or fees. On top of that, Fortress Siege rewards will also provide PvE enchantment stones. So in general, in the next update, there shouldn't be any shortage in terms of these items, especially here in Europe where we have veteran rewards. Now let's talk about stats, because they are quite interesting. First of all, take a look at weapon. It doesn't have any HP at all. On top of that, you can pick only 3 out of 6 possible secondary parameters. At first sight, you may think it's a weak weapon. However, if we enchant it and compare with Spiked, Extreme or Tier 4 Yorgos, we can see it has pretty decent overall stats. If we speak about armor, we can see only big parts such as head, torso and pants provide HP. And when you take a closer look at secondary stats, you can notice there is unexpected surprise which is not even mentioned neither in the patch notes nor in any database. You can actually pick 4 out of 8 possible parameters. So basically there is a new parameter called Healing Effect. In 8.0 it is displayed on the tab where you can check the whole list of your defensive stats. Now let me explain how exactly this parameter works. For example, I've got 6 gear parts that give me 90 healing effect in total. Keep in mind this is not the maximum number of healing effect you can get from Fighting Spirit gear, because I haven't used Luna yet to adjust this parameter. So my 90 healing effect will increase healing by 9%. But this 9% will work only for non-vampire healing skills and pots. As for vampire skills, those which transfer a certain amount of damage into HP, the healing effect will be halved. So, for example, in my case, the healing effect for Spirit Master's Backdraft will be 4.5%. More examples can be seen in your screen. Plus 15 Ultimate Fighting Spirit equipment has a huge advantage over old Spike gear. It even has more attack than +8 Extreme set. However, in terms of other stats, Extreme gear is still better. Now let me explain how to farm new gear. There are a few ways. The first way is to obtain gear parts through garrison quests in Absteranta. The quest system is a bit different in this area, so I'll try to explain everything as clearly as possible. When you highlight garrisons on the map, you can see the quests there, and they are marked with emblems of different color. These emblems stand for houses of your allies. In the early version of 8.0 update, each faction has 4 houses of allies. However, in order to get new gear, you should focus only on quests that belong to specific houses. The first house is called Shadow of Kamar. Again, this is Google translation, so eventually the houses may have a bit different names. As you already know from my previous videos, all quests in Absteranta are divided into 3 types: ordinary, special, and rare. Ordinary quests have 24-hour cooldown, special 3-day cooldown, and rare 7-day cooldown. So basically, Shadow of Kamar provides 1 special and 2 rare quests where you can get new gear. Each of these quests gives 1 random armor part for a random class. You can receive these quests at garrison number 12 and number 13. Let's proceed to the next house. For Asmodeans it's called Flame of Fate, and for Helios, Dagger of Silence. There are a lot of quests for this second house, and for Asmodeans they are located at garrisons number 1, 3, 6, 10, 11, 12 and 13. And for Helios, at garrisons number 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. You will be surprised, but none of these quests actually gives new gear. However, you should still keep doing them all. Sounds confusing, but I'll try to explain. You probably noticed there is some kind of menu pops every time when I open the map. In this menu you can find dispatch quests for each house. What is a dispatch quest? It's basically an additional reward that is given when you finish 4 garrison quests for a specific house. And there is Flame of Fate for Asmodeans and Dagger of Silence for Helios that provide a box of Fighting Spirit armor as a reward for dispatch quest. This reward box contains 1 random part for a random class. Normally dispatch quests can be done once per week, but you should remember one important thing. When you complete garrison quests, you also receive fame points for the house, and when the fame level of the house rises, the number of dispatch quests also increases by 1. So, for example, at level 2 you can do dispatch quest twice per week, at level 3 3 times per week, etc. House fame operates on a seasonal basis, and there is no weekly deduction. Some garrison quests also provide goblets of holy water as well as materials for crafting this particular item. The goblets are needed for leveling up Lord Relic, and through this Lord Relic system you can get Fighting Spirit weapon selection box that contains a weapon of your choice. I wanna make a separate guide about this system, so the only thing I can say for now, you will need 250 goblets of holy water in order to get the weapon. So, garrison quests was the first way of getting new gear. And now let's talk about the second way, where you need to go and farm new instance called Heart of Absteranta. A reward chest will spawn after defeating the final form of the boss. This chest contains a few armor pieces, and with a certain probability even a weapon. And of course your group members need to roll the dice. According to Korean patch notes, Heart of Absteranta has 2 entries per week. Keep in mind the number of entries might differ for overseas regions. If you want more entries, you can buy entry scrolls from NPC in Absteranta. 1 scroll costs 21 squad tokens. These particular tokens can be obtained when capturing garrisons. It's also possible to get squad tokens from the supply bundle. More details regarding the supply bundle will be provided in a separate video. And that's all the info regarding new gear. If you don't know what to do with random gear parts, which you will be getting from quests, I recommend to watch one of my previous videos about packaging system. It allows to rob the pieces of equipment you don't need and sell them via broker. If you still have questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. And by the way, making such videos requires a lot of time. I need to find, check, and record many things. So I really appreciate if you also support the channel via donations. Check the links in description or simply scan the QR code you see in your screen. Thanks for watching and see you soon.